Hey everybody, and welcome back to Shadow Pages. So, as I promised in my last video, that a very interesting video is coming today. So, here I am. I've been watching a lots of videos on YouTube where book reviewers were sharing their suggestions regarding books that their audience can read, and I find it interesting, and I think about it that I should do it in my edition. So, this is 10 best book recommendation that you can read while ending your summer. So if you live in India, we still have some days left to end of a summer, so it's perfect for you. But if you live in somewhere from Europe or from any other country in Asia, maybe your summers have been ended, so you can read these books, because these are all-time books, but I find it interesting to end my summer with these books. So before we begin, I just want to say a huge thank you for your love, and let's get started. In a Jam, which is written by Carrie Canterbury, consists of two main leads, Cher Zucchini and Noah. So Noah isn't a girl, he's a guy, and we will know the overview of this book. Cher Zucchini inherits her step-grandmother's trailer farm with two conditions. She must move back to her hometown of friendship, Rhode Island, and get married within a year. Now, after being left at the Etlar, Cher teams up with her former best friend Noah in a marriage of convenience, and it was to save the farm and rediscover the love. And let me tell you, Noah was in love with this girl Cher from childhood, but she didn't mind it. She moved to another city, but now Noah is in that place where anything, if you think about in his mind, love is at the very farthest point. So it's interesting to see what will happen. Okay, now let's move into the second book. Darkest Craving by Rhea Harp. Victoria Romanov is an innocent young woman caught in a web of family betrayal. Her father has betrayed Wolf, known as Wolfgang Rykov, the fierce mafia heir. Wolf crashes Victoria's birthday and claims her as his bride, using her as a pawn to gain power and seek revenge. Initially, Victoria resists fiercely, but as they navigate danger and secrets, their connection deepens, turning forced marriage into a passionate and complex relationship that challenges both their past and loyalties. This enemies to lovers story intertwines their faith in the ruthless mafia world. I love this book, and I would recommend you to read this one too. So the trope is enemies to lover, and the genre of this book is dark mafia romance. Gloves Off by Stephanie Archer. Alexei, a grumpy hockey player needing a Canadian citizenship, and Georgia, the team's doctor who must marry to claim her inheritance and save her research program. The marriage of convenience sparks a slow burn, enemies to lovers romance filled with witty banters and growing intimacy. So the tropes of this book is enemies to lovers, and the genre is sports or romance. This book is being very famous in book talk, and I think it has to be, because everything is so perfect in this book. I would recommend you, if you are into sports romance, if you love to read sports romance too much, you can you can just read this book. It's pretty interesting and pretty good. A Vow of Hate by Lila James. Juliana Romano and Killian Spencer, two deeply scared individuals forced into an arranged marriage underlined by tragedy and revenge. Juliana, emotionally shattered and confined to a wheelchair after a car accident that killed her sister Graceline, carries heavy guilt. Killian's, her late sister's fiancé, intense hatred towards Juliana, blaming her for the loss. Their marriage is toxic, driven by Killian's thirst of vengeance and Juliana's need for survival, with power struggles and cold animosity and emotional pain shaping their relationship. As the story unfolds and buried secrets and shattered trauma surface, leading to reluctant understanding, forgiveness, and the possibility of new beginning. This book has the tropes of arranged marriage, and the genre of this book is drama and romance. The Choosing Chronicles by Eliana R. Gallier. The story centers on Bringley, a vampire orphan seeking revenge, and Riker Waterbourne, the fair's representative son who requires a wife. Bringley plans to make Riker fall in love with her and kiss him on their wedding night. However, their competitive blind selection process known as the Choosing, where the multiple candidates wait for Riker's both carry heavy burdens, Bringley from her tragic past and torture, and Riker from his family's and the political intrigue surrounding them. This book has the tropes of enemies to lovers, revenge, and forced proximity, and the genre of this book is fantasy romance. Well, if you're very much interested into fantasy and likes to read books which has fantasy romance, this one could be the best for you. I have read it and I like this one. You should at least give it one try. I am pretty sure you're gonna like this one. Between Sun and Moon by Jacqueline Knott. Sage, stripped of her powers and imprisoned in Clearwell Castle, lives under the oppressive rule of Eden Valley's ruthless king. She must navigate her hatred for him while encountering Prince Aurelius, whose allure challenges her mission to end the king's regime. Caught between Wignan's lost memories and a complicated bond with Vaughn, the god of death, Sage's fate intertwines with powerful force and forbidden. This book has the tropes of forbidden love, dark romance, and enemies to lovers, and the genre of this book is dark fantasy romance. In the previous book it was a fantasy romance, and this book is a dark fantasy romance. Basically, a heroine is being mated by a villain. So if you love some books which has a villain overpower and you love to read dark fantasy romance or even the fantasy romance, the two books, the fifth one and the sixth one, is for you. Make sure to read it, give it a try, because I know you will really like it, and I'm pretty sure about that one. His Kingdom by Kylie Kent. Louis, a powerful casino owner ruling Las Vegas with an iron fist, and Charlotte, a runaway bride escaping her cheating fiancé, both are lonely souls seeking refuge. Louis guards his empire fiercely while Charlotte hides from her past. Their instant attraction forces them into a passionate, protective, and dangerous connection. This book consists of the tropes mafia romance, touch her, and die type, and the genre of this book is dark mafia romance. You can read this book because I love this one, and it's totally mafios, like you will just see only mafias, and if you love something which is just mafia, this one is for you. Just give it one try. There Are No Saints by Sophie Lark. Mara Eldress, a struggling, traumatized artist, and Cole Blackwell, a wealthy sculptor with a deadly dark secrets as a serial killer. Mara battles a tormented past while Cole becomes obsessively protective yet dangerous. Their twisted relationship balances on obsession, survival, and forbidden love. So the tropes of this book is dark romance, enemies to lovers, and emotional trauma. And the genre of this book is dark contemporary romance. Give it a try. You will never regret it, because this book is pretty good. Pretty good for being a dark mafia romance. Rook and Rebel by Kate Crew. Rook Monroe, a loner with Wingmans, and Regan Sylvian, a sheltered heiress trapped by family secrets. Their worlds collide through mutual obsession and danger, igniting a passionate enemies to lovers romance fueled by secrets, trust, and revenge. So the tropes of this book is enemies to lovers, protective hero, and mutual stalking. And the genre of this book is dark romance. Personally, I have seen this book a lot of places. People were just talking about it, telling about it, and I feel that this is pretty interesting. I have read it and it's good. You should really give it a try. I promise you won't regret it. God of Malice by Rena Kent. Killian Carson, a cold, manipulative predator obsessed with Clyden King, a vulnerable artist battling depression. Killian's ruthless nature clashes with Clyden's fragile psyche, creating a dark, obsessive romance filled with passionate danger and twisted attraction. The tropes of this book is enemies to lovers, the guy is morally grey, and it is forced proximity. The genre is a dark romance. Well, you must know that The Legacy of Gods by Rena Kent is very famous in the book talk, and everybody loves to read her books. I especially love those books which is written by Rena Kent if it is the romance between opposite gender. And I personally don't like romance even if it is wrote by any other authors. And Legacy of God is literally very popular in book talk. It's given so much hype, and Rena Kent is being loved by each and every person. So this is one of my most favorite from that series, and that's why I just shared it with your people. Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe, share our pages, and let us know which book is your favorite in the comment section. Till then, we will see you very soon. Bye.